everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Talkin Back with Zach. I am Zach. I am your host. Thank you very much for joining us. Guys, I have a large coffee, a back injury, a mohawk, and I haven't slept very much. You know what that means? Tech Week! It is our first Tech Week for the remount of Antihero. We are here at the Eagle Theater, and we are gearing up for the New Jersey Fringe, which is next weekend. Boop-a-doop. So excited. Tech Week has been a lot of hurry up and wait, because there are a whole lot of light cues, a whole lot of big physical things going on in our show. But luckily, we can be easily distracted by Pokemon Go. I want to be the very best.
Like no one ever was.
Stupid Venonat! This week, I decided to interview our director and artistic director, Mr. Terry Brennan,
I have a name for my testicles, Agamemnon and Achilles.
to find out what it's like to bring a show like this, which is actually one of his favorites, back to the stage. So let's get right to his interview, shall we?
Hey, the camera's on! I'm really excited about Antihero returning to the stage because it's one of my favorite shows, but it's also one of those shows where there were things when we finished last time that I still wanted to make changes to. So while the story will be pretty much the same arc, same cool tricks, there were things that I was like, this could be better, that could be better, and so we get to do it. Well, the biggest challenge for remounting a show, there's a few. We are plugging in some new actors. So challenge number one is teaching other people what needs to be learned and what needs to be changed. I think the other big challenge is trying to get that genuine feel that you had with the first one without forcing it, being like, we did it just like this, so just do it just like this, and I don't care if your butthole's tight. You have to find it where your actors are now. That can be kind of a tricky balance. That and just doing the fights with everyone being 3 years older. Hashtag old people problems. Hashtag knee surgery. Hashtag fuck I'm sore. So check it. My favorite superhero, I gotta go old school. When I was a kid, my favorite superhero was the Incredible Hulk. And that was actually before I knew he was a superhero. Like, I just thought he was a TV show. I watched the old Lou Ferrigno TV show. I was not allowed to watch it anymore because I loved the Incredible Hulk so much that I picked up a rock the size of my torso and I threw it on this girl that I had a crush on up the street, and it left really bad marks, and my parents were furious. Like, they were so fucking mad. That's the most trouble I've ever gotten in, too. Like, oh man. So my favorite superhero movie, though, is probably The Dark Knight. Not the most original answer, but it's just a really good movie. The reason I think Antihero is important is because I feel like it's so easy to get swept up in the idea of violence as a solution to problems. And I know that sounds like really simplistic, but like, we see it all the time. But we're so conditioned to believe that like we have to solve a problem by force, and violence can mean physical violence, or it can just mean by escalation. Most of our pop culture doesn't explore creative ways to solve problems, and it's a shitload of fun. Hashtag I'm totally done.
That's all I have for you guys this week. Thank you very much for joining us. Please feel free to share and subscribe. If you'd like to donate to our Indiegogo campaign, you can do that in the link below. And if you'd like to buy tickets for either the New Jersey Fringe or the Philadelphia Fringe, because we can start selling those now, you can also find links for that in the box below. Thanks again, and be sure to check back next week because I'll have all the information about Tech Week and how our run went for the New Jersey Fringe. Thanks a lot.